What's up guys, Big Clyde 34 coming at you today with a very exciting video. As you can see behind me, I still do have the single cab. It's not going anywhere, but I did get another truck too. I'm gonna reveal that to you guys. I wanted to do something creative and different. It just didn't happen. And I've had the truck since November now. You might have noticed it make an appearance in a couple of videos, but today we're officially unveiling it. There's a little bit of a dark cloud over it. I've been having some issues with the dealer. We're gonna talk about that drama because it just kind of sucks. I don't really like to call people out, but it's that time. So it's really something with all the bells and whistles. Finally got exactly what I wanted. With every vehicle that I buy, I feel like there's a little bit of sacrifice somewhere. This one I was like, nope, I'm getting the one I want. And unfortunately, it hasn't gone as smoothly as I wanted. Dealership has had their time to make things right. Now we're gonna start talking about what's going on. So that's gonna happen in a second. But first, just for like the next 10 seconds, I'm gonna give you a garage update. Because if you guys recall, I did mention once or twice about getting a detached garage built. Out back. This is actually the land of 1,000,001 projects. As you can see over here, we have the garage area staked out. There's not really a major update, but it's been surveyed. That's the stick right there is showing where the height of the garage is gonna be, where the ground is gonna be. And hopefully it'll be like April time. That'll be finished. I'm gonna give you guys updates on that along the way and tell you about my experiences with getting a detached garage built. I think it's a pretty cool thing to showcase and document on video. Just wanted to give you a real quick update. Now let's go dig into this new truck. So guys, yeah, I'm super stoked to be able to finally work inside when the garage gets finished. But let's go, I'm gonna give you guys a little quick tour of this truck. I'm actually going to take these two. You're one of two. Where's two of two? She ran away. I'm taking them to my parents. They're taking care of the dogs for me for a little bit. I got some stuff going on for me. We're gonna take a ride over there with the dogs. So I have the truck configured for the dogs, but I'm gonna give you a quick little tour of what's going on here. So, single cab and the new boy right here. 2016 GMC Denali 2500 HD. Duramax Allison. You guys know the gist of it. You know, most of these trucks I think are kind of the same thing. There's a couple options, I believe. Take you inside real quick, and I'm gonna make more videos of this thing that are better. All my stuff is ready to go. Going on a little trip, so all that's over there. But you know, it's what you'd expect for a Denali. You know, we have the infotainment. We have literally everything you could ever want, really, on a truck. We have here. I'm starting it up like this, but you know, it has the remote start on the key. We got I can't remember what this is called. I'll put it on screen, but it's the newer infotainment system because the old one apparently had some issues, but it has CarPlay and all that, and you know, nice gauge cluster there. A lot of things. Lane departure alert, has sensors all over the place. We got a backup camera, which is awesome. Towing a trailer and hooking it up because I could do it in one shot now. You know, the whole nine. The interior, I'm absolutely in love with. This leather is amazing from the Avalanche, which great truck. Really lived out beyond its years, I think. But this is just like, this is the nicest vehicle I've ever owned by far. But I'm gonna dig into it. This main point was just to kind of tell you guys what was up. These back seats are pretty awesome too because they will fold up and down just by pushing them. Super easy to get the dogs in and out of the back. I actually hang blankets over the windows so they don't jump up and scratch things because I'm a little bit picky with the way that I keep this thing. It's a great truck. I'm sure I'm missing a ton of features. But like I was saying, we'll get into that eventually. I'll get there with you guys when we get there. But for now, I'm actually going to turn this off, load the dogs up real quick because they are by the door, super excited. I think they know where they're going. And I'm gonna give you guys my my nice story about Diver Chevrolet and what's been going on with this truck and why I'm incredibly disappointed with the whole experience. So give me a second, I will be right back. Come on, there we go. Be right back. I'm up. Good girl. I would very much appreciate, by the way, if you guys can smack the like button on this video, subscribe below. You know how it all works at this point. They're freaking out. See? So Clyde, you got this truck, seems mechanically sound, you seem to like it. What's the issue? And yes, all that's true. The truck has been great. The truck itself, wonderful machine. However, my experience with being able to get the paperwork done on this thing is nothing short of an absolute nightmare. I guess that I kind of expected a little bit more from a dealership after they just sold a vehicle like this, or any vehicle really. Basically how it goes is I buy the truck on November 18th. I remember that not because of the paperwork, but because I dug up this goofy picture that I took of me with the truck. Anyways, I bought the truck. I figured it would be a cash deal. It would be easy. I give them the cash, they deliver to me the truck and the title. The title couldn't get done on the spot, which was okay. They have a title clerk, I guess, that only works a couple days a week. I get it. I mean, there's probably not a ton of titles, and if there is, I don't think it's something that really takes that long to do the paperwork for. So, you know, it's something that might have had to wait a little bit. I figured a week or two later I would have it, and I'd be able to just file away this experience as a good one. So a week comes and goes, 2 weeks come and go. They didn't make any guarantee. This was just my assumption. 3 weeks come and go. Eventually it's getting toward the new year. So I don't remember the exact date on the first call, but I give the salesman a call on his cell phone, leave a message, didn't hear anything from him. So I call him again the next day. It was either the next day or the day after. And he picks up and he goes, "Hey, I just got your message. I just got in," which I thought was kind of odd because it was pretty late in the day that I called him. He was like, "I was going to just respond to it." All right, whatever. That's cool. Fine with me. And he goes, "I will check on the status of that and get back to you." I never hear from him. That's wonderful. So a couple more weeks go by and I call the dealer again. And I'm like, "Yo, what is the deal here? What's going on? Where is my title at?" I purchased this thing going on, what is it, middle November to the new year. It's like a month and a half. Like, the T-tag's gonna run out in 2 days. Are we good or what? So they say, yeah, your title's ready, and it's at the new car dealership. They have two different buildings for used and new vehicles. Say it's at the new car dealer, go ahead and pick it up, and everything should be good. You can sign over the registration or whatever needs to be done. And to be fair, they did send me something in the mail. It was postmarked January 8th. It got lost and shuffled around. I got it a couple days later. But you would think that if there was a title sitting there for a vehicle that, you know, had been sitting there for a while, they would have called and been like, "Hey, your title's here." I have not heard from them on their own initiative ever since I bought the truck, which I also think is a little bit odd. Anyway, I go to pick up the title, and keep in mind that the truck has 26,000 miles on it. When I get the title says, you guessed it, 226,000 miles. I'm the type of person who likes to give people a chance. I don't like to hop down someone's throat right away and go, "Oh, you messed up and I'm all angry and I want money back," and blah, cause a big, scene. I just want to be given what I'm owed. I expect if I spend good money on a vehicle with your dealer that you'll go above and beyond just to make sure that everything is done properly and in a timely manner. Still, we had the issue of the title having the wrong mileage, and this was January 15th. So they give me the title, they give me the registration. I really didn't want to take it. I didn't even pull the sticker off the registration like we do here in Delaware to put on my tag, because I feel like that would almost be like some sort of agreement to a contract saying that I accepted the title the way that it was. Not going to happen. But I took it just in case I get pulled over. I want to be able to explain to the police, look, I know that the tags are a little bit strange, but I'm kind of dealing with this right now, and this is the best I can do. So I take it, and some more time goes by. I call the dealer again. I think it's really kind of screwed up that I keep having to call the dealer. I'm getting no updates. I can barely get a hold of anybody there. So I called the dealer again. This was probably a week and a half ago. The salesman's not in. They said he's on vacation or something. I don't remember what the clerk there told me. And I was like, "Can I talk to the manager?" Manager's busy. Okay, well, clerk has to write down a message. He says, "I can go take it straight to the manager, put it on his desk, make sure he sees it and calls you right back." Well, I just kind of asked him, "What's going on with the title? I'm kind of curious. I'm riding around with bad tags. Can we get this done, or what's up?" And he's like, "Yeah, all right, I'll make a note of it. Write down your message and give it to the manager." Anyways, a week and a half later, I have heard nothing. So, Diver, thank you very much. This is probably the worst car buying experience that I've ever had. I even actually had worked out a deal where, I'd go in and take a couple cars, do a couple reviews, shout out Diver, give them a couple plugs to, you know, help them with a little bit of advertising while I get some vehicles to review. Definitely not going to do that. I can't, in my right conscience, send anybody there and put my name on that. So I'll keep you guys posted on the saga here. I guess this weekend's going to be pretty busy, but Monday, I'm going to go back in there again. I'm not going to call anymore. I'm going in. I need my title. I have this funny feeling in the pit of my stomach that because they screwed this title up, usually if you're just a person and you screw a title up, I don't know if it's different for like a title clerk who does this stuff all the time, making a mistake, but I feel like if I screwed the title up and I went back to the DMV, they'd be like, sorry, the title was issued. We're going to have to give you another title that has exempt for the mileage. And if that's the case, the dealer is going to have to, they're going to probably have to buy the truck back, because I'm not having an exempt title after spending, you know, $56,000, whatever I spent on this thing. I can't even remember at this point. And that's the story. So I'm driving. Bogart, what are you doing? Bubby, hey, get down. Thank you. So I'm driving around in this thing, waiting for tags, waiting for an answer, waiting for something. You would think that they would call me, even be like, hey, dude, like, we're working on it. We're trying to get an answer. We're trying to get it figured out. It's a confusing situation, blah, 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 blah. Nothing from them at all. Just to give you guys a little bit of a baseline to compare to, my parents actually not too long ago just bought a Tahoe. It wasn't brand new. It was like an 09. I don't think that a dealer should discriminate on anything you buy. If they sell you a vehicle and that vehicle was good enough to put on their lot, they should stand by it. And they bought it from those Jack Dell commercials. If you're in like the Northeast or Mid-Atlantic area, you always hear like the "You Don't Know Jack" commercials. But Dell Chevrolet up in Pennsylvania, they bought this Tahoe, and they've heard back from them 5 or 6 times. Not even with an issue, just like, how's the Tahoe doing? How are you guys? What's your experience like? We want to make sure you're happy. I have not heard from Diver once on their own initiative, and I have not even been able to get an apology from them. They haven't said, oh, sorry about the mistake. They're just like, okay, we'll handle it. Like, it's basically like, here's your truck, go f*** yourself kind of attitude. And I mean, I'm not the kind of guy, I feel like those people who reach out and do the extra thing, go the extra mile, are not exactly common, but it is a nice thing. I'm not even expecting that. I'm just expecting that, like, if it were my business and I screwed up, I would make it my priority, since it seemed to have the title. I mean, I get it. The title, the first time, it took a while. It might have got shuffled under some paperwork or something. I try and give people the benefit of the doubt as much as I can. But after it happened once and it's happening again, that I'm not hearing from them for a long time, you know, I would think that they would go the extra mile to keep in touch with me and try and make this a priority. I mean, even with me selling hoodies, if I get an order on like Tuesday and then stuff happens, I forget, I'm like, oh man, and I got to get it out, like, and it's Friday, I'm like freaking out that I'm 4 days late. So I usually send extra stuff in the order and try and make it right. So it's like, and I write an email, it's just, I write a letter to the person, stuff like that. So I just feel like they don't do very good business. And unless you can get a car that's like a very, very good value, at this point, I mean, I don't even know, even then, if I would recommend going there. So that's my experience. I guess we kind of flushed that connection down the drain with them operating business in a way that is very, very subpar. I will keep you guys posted, but for now, I guess keep an eye out. The truck might not be here long. It might be here for a while. I was planning to keep it for a long time, but exempt title's not going to work. So if that's the deal, they can just forget about it. We'll probably end up in court. That'll suck. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I will keep you guys posted. Thank you very much for watching. This was kind of like a long ramble kind of video, and I'll catch you guys next time. So it's been real. Peace out.